Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This episode is a bit more about motivation again. I did already one about motivation after I swam. Today I did 24 Ks on a treadmill just before with an average of 4 minutes 20 seconds per kilometer. If you asked me about 5 years ago, or let's say 3 years ago, or around that time when I started my endeavor to compete in an Ironman race and to train for it, if you asked me back then if I would be ever able to run a 4 minute average on a kilometer or something like, I would have told you you're nuts. That is not possible. To run extensively as I do now, I would have, if you asked me back then, even if at the time as I was a swimmer, I would have said you're crazy. But how things go, I even throughout the journey until the end of last year, let's say around October, I would have not thought that I could become even faster than 5:30, like 5 minutes 30 seconds on a kilometer. I didn't think it was possible, and now I do. Now I'm able to run an average of 4 minutes a K for around 20 kilometers. And if it goes a bit further, obviously I slow down a bit or I get a bit slower. And yes, it is on a treadmill, but interestingly enough, I'm also able to run outside in that region. I tried it now several times and I'm super surprised. Because to understand where I'm coming from, I'm a swimmer. I have my ligaments are long and very stretchy, and I would always, when I go running, I would always run on the whole foot. I would run to touch the ground on the back foot, roll it up to the front, and go further. And I would do that on both sides. And it was always like some sort of bap, 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 bap. And it was nowhere to be efficient. And yeah, all of a sudden, I think also the shoes helped. I have these Nike Alpha Flies, and they helped me a lot to start to run on the front foot, to really start on the front foot. But even as I started to, over and over time, to start to run on the front foot, the times didn't go down. I was still stuck with about 5 minutes 30 seconds at the beginning. And all of a sudden it may click. Obviously I'm since I started my journey, or since I started this project, I run 3 to 4 times a week, and I run between 5 and 20 kilometers. Which is okay, and I do intervals and I have a plan for it and I have a coach. But interestingly enough, as I started until mid last year, I would get it. I started off with, let's say, 6 minutes 30 seconds, and I brought it down to 5 minutes 30 seconds. This is where I come from, also on timing wise, on a kilometer. And yeah, from September to October something happened. I don't know exactly what happened, but it may click. And all of a sudden I started to continuously run on the front foot. I started to be very comfortable to do that. It didn't hurt anymore. I mean, obviously I did. After every running session, I did did some stretching and did some drills to recover my legs, and also with the technical drills I do with weights, I try to do it that way that it doesn't harm my knees or anyway my ligaments in general. But it all of a sudden felt good. It also felt good to run on the front foot and to be stable. And I think as soon as I felt that it was good to be comfortable with it, and then I was self-conscious enough to run on the front foot, it started to get faster, and my body sort of realized, hey, hold on, here I need to switch. This body is not only for swimming or for cycling, it is also for running. And then one day I started off running, and I did I think it was 5 or 6 or 7, I don't know what it was exactly, and I had a 4:10 average. Yes, it was on a treadmill, but it was great, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, the treadmill, maybe there's a rounding error in the treadmill itself, but I could move it up, and then I kept it at this 4:10 average, and all was fine. And what I want to say with that is, don't give up. Don't start something, and if it feels uncomfortable at the beginning, and you're not used to it, and all the things which go in that direction, all the bad feelings or anything that in that direction, stop losing the hope for it. Like, don't stop it. Every beginning is hard. Every beginning of it is hard. You just need to do it, and at some point, when your body gets used to it, when you yourself, your brain, your mentality, and everything gets used to it, all will be fine. And you all of a sudden you get fine with yourself. You get fine with doing that exercise. I said in my last episode when I spoke about motivation, you will find millions of reasons why you shouldn't go and do something. Here I will say you will find a million of reasons why you should stop doing something. It goes a bit with this story. I'm sure everyone knows, with this guy who was digging for gold, and at some point he stops because year on year when he was digging for gold, he didn't find anything, and at some point he was so fed up with it that he sold the gold mine, and he sold it to another dude, and this dude went and started digging, and the first hit he did into the ground, he found gold. It goes a bit in that direction. So first off, when you start something, or when you have an idea of something, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, or where you want to go, just start. Stop this noise in your head. Try to stop it. Try to calm them down. Don't listen to other people. Just start doing it. If you're not great at it from the start, and if it takes a bit longer, or if you're not right at the beginning, like right from the start, you're at the level where you should be or where you want to be or whatever, trust me, don't lose faith in yourself and don't lose trust in your abilities. It will come at some point. It just takes a little bit longer. And here it was the same thing for me. And now I even believe I can stretch it a bit further, that I can run 20 kilometers with an average of 4 minutes or below 4 minutes a kilometer. And it gives me a lot of confidence for my training, a lot of motivation for my whole training, and that I know that I will achieve my goal and everything what I set out to do at the beginning. So that was it from my side for today. Hope you liked it. Hope you can take something out of it. And if you have a dream or an idea of something what you want to achieve or what you do, just start. And while you're at it, just continue. Just continue. You might not be the greatest at the beginning, but over time you will get used to it, and you will realize that you just need to have this confidence in yourself. And at some point it makes a click, and you will get to the point where you want to be, or you will catch up with what you thought you lost or where you're behind. And trust me, this will boost your motivation to the next level, and that is just amazing. So with that, I close this episode and see you next time.